Hey, Sam, what's up, buddy? Thanks for taking out the time. My question for you this morning is, what do you remember from that 6 overtime thriller last year against Virginia Tech? And how much are you guys talking about maybe getting some sort of revenge against them this week when they come to Chapel Hill?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing I remember from that game is we had so many opportunities to win the game, and we didn't make the play. There were so many times where there's a lot of people that were in position to make a play to win the game, and we just didn't make the play. So definitely we do want to get that one back because that's one that slipped away from us last year. But it's a new year, it's a new team, so we're just trying to go 1-0 this week.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
CL Brown, go ahead.
Hi, Sam. Coach Brown talked about trying to be more patient on offense. He felt like maybe you guys were wanting to pop the big plays a little bit too much in the BC game. How will that kind of play out against Virginia Tech? Like, how do you pace yourself, if you will, in terms of taking what the defense gives you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just said it. We just got to do a better job taking what they give us. I think we've had so much success throwing the ball down the field, and then that's something that teams have really tried to take away from us this year. So, I mean, there's a time for it, but it hasn't been as open as it was last year. So we just got to take what they give us and just be more patient, and that starts with me. So just taking underneath stuff when it's there and not trying to force the ball down the field when it's not there. And once you start doing that, the deep balls start opening back up.
And what's the clock like in your head when you drop back for a pass? Like, what's the ideal amount of time that you feel like, okay, if nothing is open, now it's time to run, or now it's time to just dump the ball out of bounds?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I really have a set time, but I just know just based off going through my progression when I've been holding the ball too long, and that's usually when you see me try to get out of the pocket and extend the play with my legs. So really just I know in my head, like, by the time I get to a certain spot in my progression, I know that it's probably time to get the ball out. So, and I held the ball a couple times in the Boston College game, so I need to do a better job of that because a lot of the sacks weren't even on the O-line. They were a couple of them might have been on me, a couple on the running back. So I need to do a better job getting the ball out.
Thanks.
All right, let's Ray, go ahead.
Hey, Sam, you guys are putting up good numbers, but it still feels like this offense just hasn't tapped into all its potential, considering all your weapons. How do you hope to do that, especially at home against a ranked Virginia Tech team?
Yeah, I mean, I just think we need to do a good job of just taking what they give us, like I said earlier. It doesn't really – we don't really care who gets the ball, who gets all the touches. We have a ton of weapons on this team, and, whoever has the ball is going to make a play with it. So we just need to do a good job of putting our guys in good position, just giving those skill guys the ball in space and let them do what they do. But really just start to just taking what they give us. I'm not trying to get too greedy, just sticking to who we are, and then everything else will work out for itself.
Thank you.
All right, let's go over to Dina King.
Hey, Sam. You guys are back in Kenan. How excited are you to be playing in front of your family this week?
Yeah, it definitely is good to have people back in the stands, especially my family. They haven't been able to see me play this year, so it'll definitely be exciting. Just not to have an empty stadium this week, so something we're definitely looking forward to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Kiera Luck. Go ahead.
Sorry. Hi, Sam. Coach has been talking about enjoying wins as they come. How have you guys been doing that, just celebrating your wins and just being in that current moment and not so focused on the next team or the next week?
Yeah, I mean, especially right after the game in that moment, really until Sunday, you try to enjoy the win. Winning is not easy at this level and in this conference. It's never guaranteed, so you definitely want to enjoy the wins. Because, you can't take a win for granted. It's something that's very hard to do. So we try to enjoy every single win, no matter if it's an ugly win or if it's a blowout victory. We just try to enjoy it for the rest of that day. And then Sunday morning, wake up and watch the film, grade the film, and then move on to the next one.
All right, let's go over to Andrew Jones.
Hey, Sam. Virginia Tech has about 13 sacks and almost 30 quarterback hurries through 2 games. What have you seen from them that's allowed them to be so successful?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing I've seen so far is they just play really, really hard. You know, that defensive line, they're really good up front on the D line, and they don't take plays off. You know, every chance they get to rush the passer, they do. You know, you see some teams, they'll kind of take some plays off and pass rush and stuff like that, and you don't see that with Virginia Tech. You know, they bring it 100% every single play, so that's definitely something we got to be ready for.
Coach Longo was talking about pass protection yesterday and said it's not just the offensive line. People need to see there are more elements to pass protection, maybe a running back or even quarterback holding onto the ball too long. How much of what didn't work Saturday against BC is quickly curable that you guys are doing?
Yeah, I mean, I thought Saturday the O-line did a pretty good job for the most part. We have 4 sacks. I think after grading it, maybe 2 of them were credited to the O-line, so which isn't that bad. You know, they're a pretty good team up front. I think one of them was on the running back, and then one of them was on me. I held the ball a little too long. So, I mean, yeah, like Coach Longo said, there's definitely more things in the offensive line that credit to sacks. And I think our O-line is doing a lot better job than they were last year, and they've gotten a lot better, and they're going to continue to get better. So, I'm honestly pretty pleased with the job they've been doing. I know the numbers probably look bad, but it's not all on them. So,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
yep.
All right, we're going to close out today with Brendan Marks. So Brendan, go ahead.
Hey, Sam, thanks for taking the time. I know we talk a lot about the passing game with you, obviously, but Coach Brown said after Saturday that was basically as impressed as he's been so far since you've been in Chapel Hill with your running ability. What's sort of your comfort integrating your legs into the offense overall? And is that an ongoing conversation with you and Coach Longo where you can say, you know, I think these and here are potentially opportunities for me to pull it and go?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the quarterback run is a part of this offense. You know, for certain reasons, it was kind of limited last year. But I definitely have the green light to run this year when I can. So really just whenever they give me some space, I just try to take advantage of it. There was a couple third downs where I really didn't really see anybody open. So I just kind of use my legs to go get the first down. So whenever I can make a play with my legs, I try to. That's kind of a lot of what I did in high school. So it's kind of normal to me. So, yeah.
Did you first learn how to slide in high school? Or I know some quarterbacks have like funny stories about how they first learned how to do that in game, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of new to me. I never slid in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of bigger than everyone else I was playing, so it really wasn't a good idea to slide. But yeah, it's definitely still kind of new to me. Just kind of just like I'm trying to run instinctively, and then right when I'm about to have contact, you got to slide. So you'll see sometimes I don't even slide just because it's hard to just like think about it while you're on the move. So it's definitely something I'm trying to get better at.
Thank you.
Yeah.